Hey, this is Calvin Parker. You're listening to the Unbelievers Podcast.
There were several groups. One of the principal ones was the reptilians from the Orion complex.
Without any exaggeration, it was like being on fire inside.
Rats were eating you inside.
This stuff was in my mouth. It felt like it was 500 pounds. It was unbelievably hot.
My first question would be, were you a member of the Church of Satan, a card-carrying member of the Church of Satan?
I don't understand.
There's always an argument for everything, you know? Just because somebody can fake something doesn't necessarily mean it's
and we found a life form. And that's when I started shitting my pants.
So for the person who called, I am carrying an alien.
An alien baby. We covered right here, okay?
Okay.
Something is happening. What is it? That's the question. So do UFOs exist? It depends on what you mean exist.
In the United States, there are a plethora of beloved characters associated with the joyous Christmas season. Santa Claus, the jolly elf who delivers gifts to good boys and girls. Frosty the Snowman, who comes to life and frolics about with the help of a magical hat. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pooh. But did you know that there are other countries whose holiday characters take on a much darker approach to the gift-giving season? Tonight, the Unbelievers Podcast closes out year 3 of the program with some Christmas myth and folklore from a distant land as we discuss some of the strangest and most terrifying Yuletide legends to ever come creeping out of a mountain lair in search of naughty children to consume. So join the merriment and don't put down those bowls, because it's time for Icelandic Christmas Monsters. Right here in the program, we continue to learn to unlearn everything you know. Ho, 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 ho. Hello and welcome to the Unbelievers Podcast. I'm Russ Ryan.
I'm Drea Mora.
And joining us, as always, is our soundboard engineer and producer, Rob Oakey.
The keyboard elf is a cookie elf.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Elf.
What's up, Cookie
Good,
Elves?
Good pull there. That is from Christmas last year. That's from the Ivan Teller elf channeling where he listed the cookie elves.
And I completely forgot all of that.
How could you? It was great.
Oh, easily.
It was
It was the Christmas spirit. I had too much of it, I think, and it affects my memory.
That was probably
Yeah. And speaking of Christmas, forgetting things, and the live stream from last week, I want to say thank you to everyone who came to the Unbelievers charity live stream last week. It was great turnout, and we hit a huge goal, Rob. The Unbelievers really came through.
Oh my gosh. I was not expecting us to reach the goal within 3 hours. I expected maybe it would take us all night to hit our goal. Within 3 hours, we were over $1,000. And we, in the end of the night, how much did we end up making? It was, let me see what the final pocket was. Cause I'm proud to say that at the end of the night, the Unbelievers were able to raise $1,286 for War Child. So amazing. I think that that's something to be proud of this year. Shout outs to all the people who donated and helped us reach the goal. You guys killed it.
There were so many generous people there. It was amazing, right, Drea?
Yeah.
Brian was there for it. Frangie got to see us hit our goal. Kevin Cobbs was on the phone. So
I'm pretty sure that's what stepped it over. You know, he put it out there that he would match the highest contribution within that amount of time that he was on the call. And 2 separate people took him to that because he said he would cap it at 100, but then 2 different people did that. So he just stepped it up to 200.
He really did. Brian came through. All the Unbelievers came through. Yeah, such a success. So what more can we say?
Thank you. Yeah.
And you filled us definitely with the Christmas spirit. So we're going to give back a little bit with our first ever real Christmas episode, because tonight we are talking Icelandic Christmas. That music can only mean one thing. It's the holidays in Iceland. That is Bjork with a
banger.
Great holiday song. And we've never done a proper Christmas or holiday-themed episode, not counting the live finales we've done in previous years. And this is the final episode of the season. We are cutting it very close to actual Christmas because we're usually on break at this point. We were recording this just 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah. If all goes according to plan, this should be coming out on Christmas Eve. So we should be sneaking right in there, just like Steve Martin getting home at the end of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, hey, he made it, and we made it. I'm sure everyone's going to be busy with their families by the time this comes out, but I don't know myself. Sometimes I have too much of family time, and we need to sneak off and have some alone time. So here's this.
This is for you guys on the road trips because I have to do them too.
Oh, yeah.
The Christmas
There you
Day
go.
road trips. You're probably putting this on. It's like a little Christmas gift in the stockings and bowls of the unbelievers. Santa is real, and he is forcing us to do this. So whoever it was that asked for this, you did it. It must have been one of those generous donors from the charity stream last week who showed up.
Asked Santa for this, and I'm happy to be roped into this by Santa and everybody. This is fun.
I will say I threw it out there. I threw it out there to see if you guys wanted to do this, and I think we all got kind of excited when we started digging into this Icelandic folklore. I didn't know anything about it before this, so it was kind of fun.
It's too perfect.
Yeah,
I'd never heard of any of these before, so how could we not?
Exactly.
Yeah. I like learning about these traditions because Christmas is all about traditions and baby Jesus, but a lot of it is just family and local traditions. Rob Oakey, does your family have any kind of unique traditions that you look back fondly on for Christmas?
It's always interesting when my family gets together, Christmas especially. When I was a kid, there was this ongoing joke. I got a Woody toy. Yeah, you're already onto it. It's the joke is already starting. I didn't even have to say anything. I got a Woody from Toy Story
Rob's
toy,
Woody?
and it became a joke of like, "Where's Rob's Woody?" And it was like really silly. And then my aunt started giving me jars of nuts every year so that they could say, "Here's Robbie's nuts," and. Yeah, so that's kind of, I don't know, that's a quirky.
Your family is cruel, and I love it. That's great.
So your family has a tradition of like genital puns and stuff.
Apparently, now that I think about it,
making fun of him,
mostly genital puns, and mostly pointed in my direction. Kind of always pointed in my direction for some reason.
All of the genital puns are pointed in your direction. That's great.
All right, enough. What about you, Dre? Do you have anything more wholesome?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. So I guess Christmas Eve is when we would get to open our stockings. You can either choose to open your stocking or you get to open one of your presents. And I'd always go for the stocking, right? Because you get more stuff out of it.
More nuts.
And thankfully, no nuts. I stayed away from those.
Candy and little trinkets and toys.
No, and then, one year I remember finding things that looked so familiar, but there were things I liked. I'm like, oh, cool. Yay, thank you. And it turned out my oldest brother had just put a bunch of my own stuff that I already owned into the stocking.
That's cool.
It wasn't so much a tradition, but it's something that I do look back on still fondly because what a shithead.
Yeah, that's kind of funny though. I like that. That's pretty good. I like that. That's a big brother move, I feel like.
Yeah, oh, totally. He was really, really good at that.
Yeah, I kind of had the same thing about Christmas Eve. We didn't have a choice, though. It wasn't like a stocking or a present, but I have a pretty big family, and they would always make one of the older males in the family dress as Santa, and I guess all the parents would bring a present. So I felt like Santa actually came to our party, and you got one present. Oh. And that was fun. And you realize later I had pictures of me sitting on my brother's lap, and I'm like, yay, he gave me a snow speeder. It was amazing.
No, my mom made sure. She's like, we never really were big on Santa. She was like, no, fucking better know that was us. We didn't go through all this trouble for some mythical creature to take credit for it.
Yeah.
So
I was one of those kids. I was trying to catch Santa in the act. And I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know.
I was scared.
I don't know what I was planning on doing.
Scared of Santa?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on. I think I watched too many movies as a kid. But yeah, I did. I was very suspicious of Santa Claus.
Who's this motherfucker invading my home?
I just wanted to know. I was like, I got to see how he does this shit. This is too crazy.
It was magic, and you had to witness it. I get it. There was maybe a brief moment where I wanted to believe that it was real, but I just my mind wouldn't really let me believe in it. But I just would see this silhouette that it turned out it came from my neighbor's little, I don't know, not quite chimney thing. It looked like a reindeer. It just looked like the stupid shape of one.
Wow. See, that's pareidolia.
Kind of. Well, it was one of my parents who was like, oh my God, look, it's Rudolph. And I was like, fucking shit, really? And then I looked, I'm like, oh, it doesn't really look, Rudolph looks
my
weird.
sisters would do that. They would say like, did you hear that last night? I'd be like, what? They're like, did you hear I heard like hooves or something on the roof. And I'm like, this is my like one older sisters. I'm just like, all right, yeah.
Cool.
I think I still kind of believe.
My parents would do the carrots, like leave the carrots outside for the reindeer. You know, of course you got to leave the cookies for Santa. That's this weird tradition that we have for whatever reason.
Santa's got mad diabetes.
Santa just goes around drinking tons of milk and eating cookies all night while he's doing his job. But my parents took it to the next step where they're like, if you leave carrots outside, then the reindeer will have a snack too. So they used to like nice chew those up too, and leave like some marks that looked like a reindeer came by. So it really sold it for me. I was a really dumb little kid.
Well, kids now at schools and daycares, they get little bags of it. It's food for these.
Yeah,
reindeers.
Reindeer food, and then reindeer
glitter.
food.
And
I was like, why is there glitter in here? She's gonna eat this and have glitter in her stomach. But
because those are they're magic, dude. They need that shiny stuff to keep them going.
That's true.
See, there's American Christmas.
Special
Christmas. I think we've kind of gone off the rails. We're all very well versed in American Christmas tradition, at least the modern ones. We got shopping, decorating, drinking. What else? Live stream fundraisers, Rudolph.
Yeah,
That's
I
American.
Totally decorate.
Eggnog. What's more
eggnog? I think we've all got our eggnogs.
We're all drinking nog right now. Mine is not real eggnog. It is.
It's nut nog.
Almond Breeze almond milk nog. And it's not as good, surprisingly.
Surprisingly, it's not surprising at all to me. I got the lactate one, so it's okay. I think.
Okay.
See,
yours is better
tastes
than
like
mine.
eggnog. Yeah, I think it still beats out almonds, but Russ has got real.
I think I have the realest of you guys. It's just like eggnog and rum and whatever else goes in there. Sprinkle stuff on it.
Yeah, I got rum and I sprinkled like cinnamon and nutmeg and clove. It was like the spice blend that just sounded perfect.
You know what I got to play now, guys? Remember this one?
Rum, 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 rum.
Yes.
If you're drinking eggnog, you got to have a little bit of that rum.
Wasn't that like our first Christmas?
It's probably. It was from a few years ago, but I think it's a Christmas jam. That song.
It is a Christmas.
David
jam.
Huggins
Yes.
Christmas.
That's
Christmas
a Dave.
jam.
That's a Dave. That's the musician David
That's
Huggins,
right.
not that David Huggins.
The other David Huggins.
His entire community comes by and it's just fucking partying, and everyone's getting sloshed on rum.
Partying.
My favorite part was when we watched it. He had an Empire Strikes Back shirt on while he was singing it.
It's great. Music video is great. Music video.
Great video.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's a Christmas classic. Maybe we'll have to watch on another stream. But tonight we're going to be whisked away because we'll be discussing the Christmas myth and folklore of the wondrous country of Iceland, a country with a rich tradition of not only Christmas, but of horrifying creatures associated with the holiday season. And I think that's something we're lacking with our boring Christmas we've become so accustomed to. We don't really have any monsters, do we?
Well, no, unless you watch there's certain scary Christmas movies like Black Christmas that's a good one, but there's no monsters in it.
Krampus is the one. He's kind of
He's
even
not
new.
ours, though.
He's not.
He's not American.
He's creeping his way over into American subculture. Like there's a movie about him and stuff.
But
they're trying to make Krampus a thing, but I don't know. Like there's
the
something.
most evil thing that we have is coal. Well, we're gonna get coal.
Yeah, we could get coal. That's part of our American
Well,
Christmas.
the Grinch is kind of, he's more of just like a fictional character. But come on, he doesn't suck.
So are these.
Let's be nice to the Grinch.
No, they're not. The Grinch is real.
The Grinch is
we
good.
We don't even have the scary ghost stories tradition like they had in Victorian England, where it seemed like if that could have caught on, maybe it could have come over here. You're supposed to tell ghost stories.
What, the Christmas carols, like Ebenezer Scrooge and those ghosts, like.
That song, the famous Christmas song. What is the line in it? Scary ghost stories.
Ghost stories, sure.
And tales of
that was
glory.
a huge tradition in England for a long time around Christmas time to tell scary stories about ghosts, and it published lots of books about it. Never caught on here. So that is why we have been transported and transmognified, if that's even a word, to this cabin here outside of Reykjavik, where we will cozy up. Get that fire going there, Rob, in this very nice Icelandic cabin. This very nice Icelandic cabin. This is nicer than the one in Point Pleasant. It does feel very familiar.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
You just have so much folklore kind of like in the woods around it.
You can feel
so
it.
It's
you can feel it in the cedar.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very, very cold here too. And I think I'm all settled in now. We've got this nog and I'm ready to share these stories of Iceland's Christmas terrors, stories that are centered around what could be considered their version of Santa Claus, a gigantic and gruesome witch and her large family of hellacious holiday hooligans. and these tales were first recorded in the 17th century in a poem called Jólasveinarnir by Johannes Kutlam, or the Yule Lads. And the Yule Lads, that is what we will take turns reading from dramatically tonight. And I'm going to start this thing off. Can I get a little seasonal music underbed?
Oh, of course you can. Here you go.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. The Yule Lads by Johannes Kutlam. Let me tell the story of the lads of few charms, who once upon a time used to visit our farms. 13 altogether, these gents in their prime didn't want to irk people all at one time. They came from the mountains, as many of you know, in a long single file to the farmsteads below. Creeping up all stealth, they unlocked the door. The kitchen and the pantry they came looking for. And this is the introduction of the famed Yule Lads. 13 different guys, creatures, creeps, we don't know yet, who are making their way to the farmstead of Iceland from their mountain home to do something to kids at Christmas time.
They're coming for their fucking food. They're coming to the kitchen and the pantry. They're just like, that's what people do when they come to your house. They just want to eat.
Creeping up all stealth. Like they're fucking Assassin's Creed or something, sneaking up to your unlocked door. Yeah. To sneak into your kitchen and your pantry. What a nightmare this is so far.
I know. Why can't they just knock on the door?
13 of them? Jesus.
I mean, yeah, not a lucky number. Yeah, but we're going to learn much more about the Yule Lads in the passage to come. But for now, I will pass this to you, Drea. This is my old book of Icelandic Christmas Mist. And also take the floating lantern, which has been floating above me while we read this. And would you please, Drea, read the next part where we are introduced to the monstrous matriarch of the fiendish family.
Okay. All right, cool. This book is heavier than it looks. It smells weird. Okay. All right, here we go. Grilla was their mother. She gave them ogre milk, and the father Lepaludi, a loathsome ilk. They hid where they could, with a cunning look or sneer, ready with their pranks when people weren't near. They were called the Yuletide Lads. At Yuletide they were due, and always came one by one, not ever two by two. And even when they were seen, they weren't loath to roam and play their tricks, disturbing the peace of the home.
Yeah, all right. So she only gets a brief mention there, but the mother, Grilla, she is the true evil of this Christmas tale. Drea, what can you tell us about Grilla?
She gives them ogre milk, but doesn't that kind of imply that she's an ogre? Like, does she like breastfeed them her ogre tits? Like that? What? Where are you getting ogre milk?
That is a good point. Where do you get ogre milk from? I guess it's got to be her milk.
They have an ogre locked up somewhere that they just milk occasionally.
Actually, she is a giantess of legend. I actually have a good bit of notes about Grilla here. Grilla, the name itself, that's been around since the 1300s in some Norse mythology.
It's a beautiful
she is a
name.
Giantess, and she's also described as a parasitic beggar who just confronts parents about their disobedient children.
God.
She just straight up asks if she can have them.
What? Oh, you know what? I actually have this. I'm reminded now. I can't remember what like TV show or something, but there is reference to this.
There is in a Sabrina.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm like, yeah, it was an episode of that. It was that was actually good. I've got a lot of complaints about that show, but that was a pretty cool episode.
Interesting. I have a picture of her up right now. If you guys want to take a look
You're looking
at
her. She does look like something from Labyrinth. And it is possible to fend her off with offerings of food or chasing her away. And I think a lot of people in legend or at these times must have figured out fairly quickly that you could just chase her away, because in the early writings, they talk about that she lives in a cottage, a lot like this one we're in right now. But later on, in like later stories, she's been banished to some kind of mountain hideaway fortress cave in a lava field.
Oh, wow. I didn't know what the lava field.
I
wonder what she did to deserve that. Seemed like she was just raising
children,
her kids.
Dude.
Oh,
yeah,
I mean, that is not really, that's
kids.
that'll get you kicked out. That'll get you kicked out.
Yeah. That's a banishing.
That passage you read, Dre, they also mentioned that her husband, Lepaludi, he was in there too. And I was surprised to find out that this was actually her third husband. Is Gria is getting a lot of men.
Hey, man, you go, girl. You gotta move on.
Not only does she have all these Yule lads, these 13 Yule lads with Lepaludi, she has dozens of other kids with these first husbands.
See, that makes more sense.
Not a lot is known anymore about those other kids. In modern day Grilla, somehow has a lot of Santa-like abilities, such as she knows when children are misbehaving, and she is said to come down from her mountain home to take these bad children and cook them in her giant pot because she's a giantess. And Rob, you wanted to talk about giants at some point. Here you go. I think this is our first big giant, Gria.
This is the Nephilim.
Is this our gateway into talking about giants? Is Gria? I was never expecting her to really lead us there, but I'm glad that we've landed there with her. I can't believe she cooks kids. What the hell?
I guess the bad ones taste better.
How does she know? How does Santa know? Now, actually, come to think of it, it is all magic based. This is, in the end, it really does come back to magic, I guess. But this is already very dark. I feel like
her version, I guess if she's the Santa, like the husband is the Lepaludi is supposed to be, I guess, a Mrs. Claus. And in this, they're just like, yeah, he's just lazy. He just stays in the cave. He's not in a lot of the things. He does exist, but
that's interesting. He's just described as being a lazy husband. And I do like how it's like a slight role reversal on Santa Claus. I mean, nobody knows really if Mrs. Claus is lazy or not. I've never heard that particularly about Mrs. Claus, but
she has to feed everybody.
That's true. She's feeding all those elves. So I guess it's a similar, maybe ogre milk. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's all the same thing.
Sure.
Maybe Lepaludi is the ogre.
So we got the parents down. We got Lepaludi and Grilla. But before we move on to our first Yule lad, that will be read by Rob, which is very exciting, I wanted to hear about Grilla from an authentic Icelander. And this is someone named Eldrimnir, who will tell us a little bit about the diet of this giantess and her Yule monster family.
But still, their favorite dish is a stew of naughty kids, and they had an insatiable appetite. But this year, all children have been very well behaved. So Grilla had to cook some small children from last year, but they tasted not really well. Something was missing, and I think Grilla knows what. Horse meat. Delicious. So Grilla had to come down from the mountains, searching horses for dinner.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
What?
Then Grilla dances down the mountain for a good 2 minutes in this Iceland video.
It's your horse hunting music.
She was horse hunting. Her horse hunting involved. This came out in 2013. This Grilla video, and Gangnam Style was sweeping Iceland at the time. But this must be some kind of modern Grilla tale here. All the children in Iceland have been so good that she has to cook old kids if it doesn't work. And then, but you know what she really likes? Hey, I have a new toy. She likes
horse meat. Delicious.
Delicious.
Ew. I mean,
horse snippy.
I've never tried it.
I thought you liked horse clips. You're always playing that horse clip you love.
Yeah, well, I mean, because my horse clip is a happy horse clip. You know, we get to hear
it. Yeah, every time you play it, I go.
Horse meat. Delicious.
I mean, I guess, you know what? Depending on where you are in the world, horse meat might be a delicacy. I don't really know. Seems a little rude, though, seeing as how they carry us around so much. Like, the one thing that we could do is probably just...
Well, this is a monster. This Grilla is saying that a monster is eating these horses.
That's true.
The monster is going...
Horse meat. Delicious.
The thing that got me was that she had to eat old kids. Like, she's got kids in, like freezer or
Scrape
something?
her big giant bowl or whatever, because all the kids were good.
I thought it was like teenagers,
older kids. Yeah, they don't really clarify that.
The teens are messing. I'm like, whoa, I thought we were out of Grilla. We don't even believe in Grilla anymore.
Yeah, they're all doing drugs and stuff, and just like, so it doesn't taste as good.
I got the impression that she's just had like backup kids like in the pantry or something, or
leftover.
Like,
just like they've been
she's
in
on
the
a mountain,
freezer
like
for years.
she could do like alive and just have them in the side of the mountain in the ice.
Freezer burned children.
Interesting. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, when you live outside in a cold place, outside is just like a big freezer for you. So technically, she could just have that going on for her.
And look, I know you guys are on the edge of your seats. Will Grilla ever stop doing Gangnam Style? Will she ever find a horse? I can't leave it hanging. Let's find out.
Lots of fat horses. They're pretty fast too. And hard to catch.
Maybe this one will fit in my bag. So come on, horse. Get in here. Catch me. If you can.
That's the horse.
Oh.
Think you catch me.
The horse had enough. So she turned the tables and started to chase Grilla. They started a fight. The last strike. And Grilla was dead.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
R.I.P. Grilla, killed by a horse.
What?
Look, I don't know if this story is canon or not. I don't know if Eldrimnir might just be making that part up, but
I don't know. I believe it. Why would you doubt it? That sounds like, look, if she had moved on to killing horses, that's the ending that I would want, is for a horse to have ended her.
What a twist, though. That was M. Night Shyamalan style twist.
You know what?
Like,
I'm going to chase you, bitch. And then Gangnam Style starts up again and it goes hard.
The horse had enough and it turned around and it said...
So now that we're familiar with Grilla, and there's got to be somebody out there giving some revenge for this. Rob, it is time for you to introduce the first of the many Yule lads. These are the children of Grilla who visit the kids of Iceland on different nights. And Drea, will you please pass Rob my Icelandic legend book and floating lantern, please?
Rob,
all right.
Catch.
Thank you. All right. So some of these pages are stuck together. I'm not even going to ask any questions about that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
All right. Let's get to these guys. I guess it's time for the little guys. The first of them was Sheepcoat Clod. He came stiff as wood to prey upon the farmer's sheep as far as he could. He wished to suck the ewes, but it was no accident. He couldn't. He had stiff knees. Not too convenient.
Wow.
Didn't really rhyme, but
not too convenient.
I see what they're... So far, this guy sounds like this dude comes and he sucks on the udders of
ewes.
What's a ewe? Sheep. Is that like a goat?
It's a female sheep, I think.
Okay. All right.
And you got to say, I've got to play Corrupted Mass' favorite clip. If we're talking about this guy came stiff as wood, does he have one of those?
A very large, straight-on, hard-on.
This is Sheepcoat Clod, the first of the Yule lads, who is the first one to visit children, because they're not going to come all at once. They have to spread this out over 13 nights. So this is Sheepcoat Clod. Okay,
weird.
Sheepcoat.
This guy's kind of weird. Why is he so stiff as wood?
That's as far as he gets, is to like, he can't even make it to the house. He has to stop at the sheep. But yeah, I guess the stiffness he is his knees, his joints.
Knees. So he's got creaky knees. He's got stiff knees. It's not too convenient. And also, I have, if we want to hear how to say his name properly and how to hear an Icelandic person say his name, let's hear a real authentic translation of Sheepcoat Clod.
Stakkastur, Sheepcoat Clod.
Stakkastur, that's him in Icelandic, see?
Okay,
cool.
She's nice. She says all of them, just spoilers. Let's hear her again. I like how she says it in Icelandic. I want to learn it.
Okay.
Stakkastur, Sheepcoat Clod.
Stakkastur, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Dang, Rob,
so that
you're good
guy,
at this.
That guy, he just likes to suck on fucking goats. He's a stiff dude.
It's like a chupacabra, but
yeah, kind of.
They're starting strong, these Yule lads. They're coming out of the gate, talking about going after your sheep. So that's your first threat.
But starting weird, man.
Give me my book back. Lantern to me. Here we go. I got another one for you here. Hit my music.
The second was Gollygawk, gray his head and mane. He snuck into the cow barn from his craggy ravine.
Ravine doesn't rhyme with Maine, but whatever.
Hiding in the stalls, he would steal the milk, while the milkmaid gave the cowherd a meaningful smile.
Wait, what?
What?
Listen, it doesn't rhyme because it's translated, okay?
So I wasn't even concerned about the rhyming. I was concerned about the content. Like, what is going on?
The content's a little weird, too. This guy steals milk.
Yeah, he's just a milk stealer, and the milkmaid somehow is giving meaningful smiles. I don't know why they...
Yeah, was this like an arrangement where she's getting something out of this too? She's like, oh my God, what the hell?
She accepts Gollygawk, and we have the Icelandic version. I want to hear Gollygawk in Icelandic, please.
Giljagur, Gollygawk.
I'm not sure where the first ended and the second started, but
Galekar.
I like the way they sound. Like I like the way Icelandic sounds.
It's cool.
I do too.
It is kind of cool.
It's very, very cool. That's why it's so hard to not want. I hate having to butcher some of these words and translations.
I know. I thought that I wasn't saying them right, so that's what it's like. I get nervous about mispronouncing something, and it's like it's an intimidating sounding language. I'm like, but it sounds cooler than I can say it. So I'm like,
I do wish I could pronounce it better, but I mean, we'll give it our
really
best.
well. Like
we'll give it our. I'm just a good copycat. I'm like a parrot. I can just copy what I hear. That's all.
Hence the soundboard tech.
Exactly.
Exactly. So so far we got Sheepcoat Clod, Gollygawk. These are starting off very interesting. So Drea, I want you to take the third one, and this one's definitely easy to say.
All right. Oh yeah. Oh my God. All right. Just flip to that page.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. Yes, you just take the book. Just here. We'll close you up together here and read it.
Just throw it in the middle. This thing sucks. We'll just put it on a Lazy Susan. There we go. All right. Stubby was the third called, a stunted little man who watched for every chance to whisk off a pan. And scurrying away with it, he scraped off the bits that stuck to the bottom and brims, his favorites. It's disgusting.
Okay, Stubby's like I'd welcome him. You can come and scrub the pots and stuff.
Well, he doesn't give them back. He just takes them.
Oh.
It's like
he's trying to steal your shit.
Dishes. Yeah, do your dishes or else he's going to take them.
Yeah, I think he's trying to actually steal your food while it's still maybe even cooking. He's going to take your pan. He's trying to steal your whole shit, you know?
Dear God.
I mean,
they're supposed to bring stuff though. I thought these guys come every night to Iceland, and I think the thing is, I don't even know we mentioned, but kids leave their shoes out every night. And each night, one of these guys comes and they either bring you some kind of cool treat. I don't know, steal your pans too. I don't know why they have to have.
I guess
all
it's a way that they're trying to pay for it. I guess they're like, look, I can't help it. I need these pans, so here's a piece of fruit.
They said they give bad kids potatoes, but the rest get really cool presents. Yeah,
potatoes are like good for you, and like
yeah,
they're cool. Potatoes are good.
But you'd be pissed if you were a kid and you were expecting candy and you got a potato.
No,
instead.
You know what they get? They don't get candy. They get fucking fruits and nuts and shit in their shoes. Like, how cool is that?
Like I said,
they actually got
be.
Oh yes, nature's
in my
candy.
family, you're happy to get some fresh ones.
These are Sky TV kids we're talking here. There's nothing going on back then. They're Iceland in the 1700s. I mean, imagine Iceland now, but back then.
You should be offended though, because like, Irish people, like, potatoes are awesome. They're like, oh, this is the main fucking staple.
We love
this keeps us alive. And you're giving them potatoes as punishment. Like, fuck you.
Well, maybe all Irish are bad. And then maybe
so your words, not mine.
I believe, Rob, we're gonna go to. Wait, have we heard how this one is pronounced yet? Did we hear?
No,
let's hear the
I'd
Icelandic
like to
say stubby. I want to hear how you say stubby.
Okay.
Stúfur, stubby.
Stuva. I can say that one.
Why do you think his name is Stubby?
Because
they say in the first line, he's a stunted little man.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that is right, because he's just a little guy. That makes sense, actually. It's kind of fucked up to call him Stubby.
Stoopy. Or Stuppy. Play it again. I think she calls him Stuppy.
Stúfur, stubby.
Oh, yeah, the English version.
Oh, poor little guy.
Well, all right, it's time.
Whatever, man. He's got pans.
Yeah, we got to amp these up a little. Let's get to the fourth one, Rob. Give us the fourth Yule lad. Spin that book over to him. Here we are.
The fourth was Spoon Liquor. Like spindle, he was thin. He felt himself in clover when the cook wasn't in. Then stepping up, he grappled the stirring spoon with glee, holding it with both hands, for it was slippery. That's
this
spoon
one
liquor.
rhymed, though. Why do some when you translate them rhyme and others don't?
I don't know. This one did rhyme pretty nicely though. It's because it's spoon liquor. That's why. I mean, he's just a little skinny guy, sneaks in, just licking your spoons.
That's pretty disgusting. Actually,
That is
weird.
weird.
It's one of the worst.
Yeah, no, like, first of all, if I'm making something, especially like brownies or cake, like, I get the batter. I get to lick the spoon.
Right, you're the spoon licker.
This motherfucker doesn't get to come in here. Yeah,
you're like, I'm the spoon licker, motherfucker. I don't know who you are.
And I don't need to use both
kids
hands
too, because that's what kids do is lick the spoon, lick the batter, right? I don't know what kind of things they're making in Iceland at the time. Ice pie. I don't know what.
It sounds like anything. Like they will just take whatever food is stuck to whatever surface, and they're hungry, like they're fucking ravenous.
But why is the spoon so slippery though? In the end,
That's what I was wondering.
he's holding it with both hands. So this little guy, this skinny little spindly thin spoon licker bastard, he's holding the spoon with both hands and just
he loves it.
Yeah, going to town on that thing.
Going to town, yeah, he's going to town. Let's hear it in Icelandic. Let's hear their spoon liquor.
Tvörusleikir, spoon liquor.
Glorious naked spoon liquor.
Yeah, I'm not going to attempt that one.
That's what they said.
Oh, it might not be.
One more time for the kids at home.
Tvörusleikir, spoon liquor.
Verslicked.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. It's complicated.
I'm gonna get angry emails from Icelandic listeners. I can already feel
No,
it.
we're not. Because if you love spoon liquor, get ready for Hit the Music, Get the Book, and the Lantern. Pot Scraper, the fifth one, was a funny sort of chap. When kids were given scrapings, he'd come to the door and tap, and they would rush to see if there really was a guest. Then he hurried to the pot and had a scraping fest. And again, this is like cleaning monsters that come to your house.
A scraping fest. Oh my God. That just sounds so gross.
So far, it just sounds like somebody was literally doing the dishes and just coming up with like characters for each of the dishes, basically. It feels like.
Boy, I wish I had a fucking spoon licker for
if
this
only
one.
there was a
I wish I
spoon
had a pot
licker.
scraper.
I wonder if they did they have a scraping fest in Iceland now. It can make like a big music thing.
Right, whoever gets to scrape their bowl the fastest, or what was this, pots?
The pot scraper.
This is a pot scraper. You're
Pot,
getting a little old, you're getting a little too far ahead. Because I want to hear pot scraper in Icelandic, though.
Pottaskefil, pot scraper.
Well, that one was a little bit tougher. I feel like now we're moving up to like intermediate
They're getting
level.
more difficult to pronounce.
Let's hear this one again.
Pottaskefil, pot scraper.
Pottaskefil.
Okay, we get it.
Pot scraper.
More like a sound, really, is than a word. But yeah,
these are becoming very much oriented with dishes and kitchenware and things, spoons and pots, and that is going to continue with our next Yule lad, Drea. Lantern to you. It is time for.
Yeah, y'all are gonna love this one. Bowl liquor, the sixth one, was shockingly ill-bred. From underneath the bedsteads, he stuck his ugly head. Oh goodness. And when the bowls were left to be licked by dog or cat, he snatched them for himself. He was sure good at that. Good God.
Whoa.
Bowl
all right.
liquor.
All right.
I just got to hit it now. We need it.
Askasleikir, bowl liquor.
Whoa. Wait, one more time. That sounds interesting.
Askasleikir, bowl liquor.
Askasleikir.
Well, he does sound like she says ball liquor. Yes, you're right. In that,
I want to check the bowls and pans for myself.
That's what bowl liquor is under the bedsteads.
See, it's funny. I feel like this is our kind of counterweight to David Huggins, who's supposed to fill the bowls. This guy's emptying the bowls.
Well, yeah, because obviously, since we're playing, this is the bowl liquor, I have to play the classic.
We went to this room. There was this bowl on this table, and I was supposed to ejaculate into the bowl.
Maybe,
and then bowl liquor comes right out and just laps it all up.
Maybe David Huggins is a descendant of bowl liquor.
He does sound a little bit Icelandic. He could be, sure.
Possibly.
He's doing the opposite of licking
that one
these
might
bowls.
be hard to top. That's as far as this show goes, Dre. Having a bowl liquor,
The bowl liquor.
lad.
Holy shit.
That's tops for me. I don't know how much worse does this get. I'm gonna have to pass it to Rob and hope that this gets better.
Well, I don't think it's gonna get any better because the 7th was Door Slammer, a sorry, vulgar chap. When people in the twilight would take a little nap, he was happy as a lark with the havoc he could wreak, slamming doors and hearing the hinges on them squeak.
Oh, what a bastard.
Is he just like a poltergeisty kind of guy
He's
where he
just a dick.
just slams the door like an
Literally
asshole?
just an asshole who goes around waiting for people to fall asleep so he can slam the door.
Like, damn, dude, this ain't your house. You don't get to just slam doors. This is, honestly, though, that's the scariest one so far. That would scare the shit out of me.
He's a sorry, vulgar chap. Yeah. No, bowl liquor.
Well, see, at least I'm not aware of them. Like, they can just be, like, going in the kitchen and fucking putting their tongues all over all of the utensils and dishes. But this guy's like, then, like, you're fast asleep. And then just the loudest fucking banging sound. You're saying that wouldn't scare you?
Yeah, that would suck.
See, they can't have these guys here. These guys would all have been murdered if this was some kind of American tradition. The 13 nights that this dude's going to show up.
It's like, creepy to think of like bowl liquor hiding underneath your bed, waiting for you to like finish your bowl, or like the pan guy.
What
He's kind
bowls do people have in their beds?
They left them out. No, they left them out for
pans
the.
They're talking about. We're back to bowl liquor. We have door
I don't know.
They left them out for the cats and dogs. You know, like when you're leaving a dish down for the cat to eat out of and whatever. So it's just that he waits under your bed and then just scoots out to wherever that bowl is. Ew, yeah, there shouldn't. You don't keep bowls in your room.
I feel like, yeah.
You don't want to hear the bowl being licked in your room. Keep that shit in the kitchen, like away, so that he scurries out and then leaves you alone.
And then this door slammer guy, he's literally just going around slamming doors because he likes the way the hinges on them squeak. Okay.
Such a dick.
These guys are very kind of fetishy, fetishy and very specific with each thing. I mean, there's things that seem like minor inconveniences to people, like spoon liquor. It's like, all right, we'll just throw that spoon away and get shoo them out of here, or scraping pots and stuff. Bowl liquor, they're not keeping that bowl either. But I'm gonna get to the next. Oh wait, did we hear how door slammer was pronounced yet?
I don't think we did. Let's hear door slammer.
Hurðaskellir, door slammer.
Whoa.
We need her background music that she did.
I like that.
It's kind of fun. That's Icelandic folklore music. I don't think we can get our hands on that.
This is perfect because our next one, come on down, Yule Lad number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Skyr Gobbler the 8th was an awful stupid bloke. He lambasted the Skyr tub till the lid on it broke. Then he stood there gobbling, his greed was well known. Until about to burst, he would bleat, howl, and groan. So he's some kind of, this is like the pea monster or something?
Yeah, what is that?
I think his bladder's busted.
Skyr is fish, I believe.
Skyr is fish. Okay, so you have a tub of fish that has a lid, and then he fucking breaks it and eats all your fish. Like an asshole. These guys are all assholes.
They're just rude so far, most of them. I got to look it up just to double check. I'm pretty sure Skyr is fish. Skyr. It looks like it's an No, I'm wrong. It's not fish. It says Skyr is an Icelandic cultured dairy product. It has the consistency of
nog. He's a nog gobbler.
It's not nog either, though. It has the consistency of strained yogurt, but a milder flavor. Skyr can be classified as a fresh sour milk cheese, but is consumed like a yogurt. It has been part of the Icelandic cuisine for centuries.
Right?
So that's what this guy's doing. No, it's a little different. What this guy's doing is he's going around stealing your sour cream yogurt, stealing your sour yogurt out of your fridge. And he's gobbling it up.
I'd be pretty pissed about that because, sour cream everything is better with a dollop. And he's taking all of the dollops and just running off with it like a
Someone
fucker.
gobbled your dollop up and it was the Skyr gobbler.
Don't gobble my dollop.
Yeah, how dare you. Let's hear his Icelandic translation.
Skýrgámur, Skyr gobbler.
Skýrgámur,
okay,
Skyr
that's
gobbler.
very, very similar. That one sounds easier.
That was the closest one. You're right, because Skyr, I guess, is already an Icelandic word.
Besides Stuba.
Skýrgámur, Skyr gobbler.
Yeah, it's not this, though.
Askasleikir, bowl liquor.
Askasleiki.
No, that's the bowl liquor. So it's Skyr Gobbler is Skyr Gobbler.
All right, well, that was number 8. But now for your consideration, Unbelievers, Drea is going to bring us the Yule Lad number 9.
Number 9 was Sausage Swiper. a shifty pilferer. He climbed up to the rafters and raided food from there. Sitting on a crossbeam in soot and in smoke, he fed himself on sausage fit for gentlefolk. All right. So
we're getting to the land of swipers and gobblers, where they've moved on from the kitchen to the pantry now.
Ball lickers and sausage swipers.
Well, they started with the bowls, and now they're swiping our sausage and our skiers. Rob's fish.
The sausage swiper is like the worst evil villain name ever. Like for this guy, the sausage swiper, dude. Come on.
Oh, it's great because now we get to hear an Icelandic lady say sausage swiper. Here we go.
Bjúknakrækir, sausage swiper.
Swipe on those swiping.
Give me that sausage. Hey, there's like little kids about to like take a bite out of their sausage. He's like, no, that's my sausage. Swipes that shit.
Sausage is mine.
Yeah.
And he's sitting on a crossbeam in smoke. So, if he's got munchies and he's gobbling tons of sausage down.
Yeah, he's just hanging out above the grill, like above the oven on the.
They say he's up in the rafters,
sausage.
climbing around. Sausage.
Yeah.
Swiper.
So yeah, they're probably like smoking the sausage out there.
You like what she said?
You gotta hide that shit.
Bjúknakrækir, sausage swiper.
There you go.
Swiper. I like it.
Man, we are still rolling with these. There are 13. We're at number 10. Rob, let's hear about Yule Lad 10.
The 10th was Window Peeper.
No.
A weird little twit who stepped up to the window and stole a peek through it. And whatever was inside, to which his eye was drawn, he was most likely attempted to take later on. Creepy little guy.
This is crossing lines.
Literally a peeper. Literally a peeping Tom now.
This is one tradition that was taken up in America. There's definitely are peepers out there.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't want to think about that. Like, that's one of the biggest concerns that I have is like, privacy. Just if I had just knowing that someone's looking in your windows, like your home is your sanctuary. Someone's fucking looking in your windows at your shit. Like,
well, these stories are for kids too. Like kids who worry about getting peeped on the way they literally call him. God. Oh, we get to hear her. Let's hear her say it.
Gluggageir, window peeper.
What?
I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to attempt that one. This guy, he needs to be in jail. He needs to.
He's a weird little twit that needs to be put in jail.
Yeah, this guy he needs to do time. We should see to having the window peeper. We need to capture him.
Who's he hurting? All right, he's just getting a little peep.
No, he's gonna come.
No, it says he would likely attempt.
He's got treats. He
most likely attempted to take later on.
He's scoping the scene.
Yeah, it sounds like he's just casing the houses and checking out like goods. But yeah, what if he's looking at people and wanting to take the people later, kidnap them?
Like your kids.
Not okay.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Let's just be good. Be good. He works for Grilla. He has the Grilla code. He's not going to take anybody bad. But he'll peep on anybody. You can be good or bad. You will get peeped on.
Make sure you have curtains and you use them.
So far, he's the first one who I think is committing a felony. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
You think everyone else would get all let off with a warning up to this guy?
I'm pretty sure those are misdemeanors up until this point. Messing with pans.
I mean, stealing sausage.
He's going down.
I think peeping through windows is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bowl liquor. I don't know. I'm calling in on that one. I'd press charges probably on bowl liquor.
You want bowl licking to be a felony charge?
Yeah,
I'm not going to take that away from you. That makes sense.
That would be a fun poll. Who's the weirdest of these? We couldn't put all. That's not going to be a poll. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
Let's move on now to number 11. 11th was Door Sniffer, a doltish lad and gross. He never got a cold, yet had a huge sensitive nose. He caught the scent of lace, bred while leagues away still, and ran towards it weightless as wind over dale and hill. So Door Sniffer, I don't know, he's more of a superpower. He can smell things.
I'm confused on this one.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a little confused on this guy.
They're just talking about how awesome he is at sniffing, but he's going to your door to sniff it on this evening.
All right.
But he comes December 22nd. I just want to make a note. December 22nd is Door Sniffer night.
Why should we be worried about him, though? And he came yesterday, this guy?
Yes. We're during their next one is actually, we are recording this on the 23rd. So the next one but we have to hear her say Door Sniffer. Come on.
Oh, sure.
Gáttaþefur, doorway sniffer.
Doorway
sniffer.
The doorway, yeah.
He
So
sniffs
not
the
just
doorway.
the door. He wants to be all the way in the doorway.
I smell something. Let me in there.
I think this guy, he's one of like the tamer of the lads. I feel like, you know, in the family, there's always like the crazy ones and there's like the more like kind of chill ones. I feel like this dude, he's just going around sniffing doors. It's kind of harmless compared to all of his other brothers. One guy's
Dude, I don't know. That sounds
windows.
pretty fucking crazy to me.
It's a little weird, but it's, you know, come on.
He's like one of those guys that you see on the Ring cameras, you know, they're like are having some kind of moment, but they're just like
sniffing.
standing at it, doing weird stuff like this. One guy who's like licking a door, right? Don't we have these guys here?
Yeah.
We've got some kind of weird.
Hope not.
Oh, it's called meth heads. Those are all Yule lads.
Yeah. There's plenty of those around here, but that's what I mean. That's why I get so scared. That's why I got so freaked out at the whole like window peeper guy. Cause like one time I heard somebody like right outside like the house, like kind of on the wall of this house that I'm in. And it's like they're very thin walls and like, like meth heads looking around.
You heard someone sniffing out there?
No, I think he was window peeping to see if there was anything he wanted to take inside.
Wait, was this 2 nights ago? That could have been window peepers night. That would have been the 21st,
honestly,
I believe.
It was definitely, it was like a year ago. It could have been on that night a year ago.
Been him, it still could have been him. He does come once a year, so
it's not okay.
But
well, Drea, you are gonna lead us into tonight's. Well, when we're recording this, you're hearing this for the next one. But let's hear about Yule Lad number 12.
Meat Hook, the 12th one. His talent would display as soon as he arrived on St. Thorlak's Day. He snagged himself a morsel of meat of any sort, although his hook at times was a tiny bit short.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Oh, damn.
That sounds like a shot at Meat Hook here.
Oh, man. So how is it that Meat Hook here sucks more at swiping meat than Sausage Swiper?
I like that his name is Meat Hook too, and then he's just got like a little hook at the end. It's like when like Little John and Robin Hood, how they call him Little John, but he's a big guy. It's like the opposite here, kind of, you know, where like they call him
just. What would be a smaller version of a hook? Like,
I don't know. Just like Meat Hook has sort of connotation to it, doesn't it? If a man's name was Meat Hook,
sounds like a bro.
If a man's name was Meat Hook, I mean, you would
you're
not think
expecting
that
like, this big old massive like claws at the end of his hands. He's got like a little tiny fish hook.
Just a little guy.
Well, he is snagging just morsels, I guess. But it says of meat of any sort, so that I think puts like all of us at danger because we are like mammals and
we are meat.
We are meat.
We are the
he
purest.
only gets one night and he's just taking some meat. Yeah, you're right. This guy probably would get let off with a warning too. Well, let's hear her say his name though. I think so.
Kjett Kroger. Meat Hook.
Kjett Kroger.
So that's Kjett Kroger. That is for the day we were recording here. But let's get to Christmas Eve. Rob, you were going to take us out with the final Yule Lad. Let's hear it.
The 13th was Candlebeggar. 'Twas cold, I believe, if he was not the last of the lot on Christmas Eve. He trailed after the little ones, who, like happy sprites, ran about the farm with their fine tallow lights. Okay. So this guy
he's just like the little guy who brings up the rear. Candlebeggar. What is he? He's just nice. He's just a little happy sprite. It's Christmas Eve. The horror of your things getting licked or sniffed or peeped at is finally over.
Thank God.
He's like
the
the dopey
children,
of the Seven Dwarves almost.
The children are the happy sprites. He's chasing after them to beg them for their candles.
He's like, let me get your candle, please. Let me get your candle.
Like,
I need your candle so bad,
get that candle.
please. And they're just like,
that's creepy.
They're just running
away.
about.
Like they're happy until they see him, and then they start screaming and like running home. And no, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like any of these.
Oh, these guys.
Yeah,
man.
none of them are that great. I think that's the point of them. That they're but this is a very old poem that was translated, and there's still legend in Iceland now. And I will read the close of it since we're doing this here. So, on Christmas night itself, so a wise man writes, the lads were all restrained and just stared at the lights. Then one by one they trotted off into the frost and snow. On 12th night, the last of the lads was to go. Their footprints in the highlands are effaced now for long. The memories have all turned to image and song. And there they go. The Yule lads have left. I guess Christmas has happened in Iceland. If you're bad, you were probably eaten or peeped at Or you'll probably always peep that, or maybe your sausage.
You had your
swiped.
sausage swiped for sure.
What the fuck is going on over there in Iceland? Why did they decide they needed 13 of these guys to just cause little bits of havoc, leading up to Christmas?
Each night to be afraid of.
You get way more nights of presents if you just have to settle for these guys.
That part is pretty cool. But you got to,
those presents better be worth it. It's like, is there anywhere you can just sign up to be like, I don't need any presents. Please don't come fuck with me.
I don't think that's how it works if you celebrate Christmas in here, because that might be all of the Yule lads, but there is one more character in this cast of December rejects, and it's a cat.
Yay. Aw, like boo. I like cats, but I don't want them to be a reject.
Let's learn about this from someone who can pronounce the Icelandic names much better than any of us.
In Iceland, during the winter, when the days are short and the nights are dark, the snowy countryside is prowled by a gigantic beast known as the Yule cat, or Jólakaturinn, as he's known in Icelandic. While the first mention of the beast in literature is from the 1800s, people say that the existence of the cat in folk tradition dates back centuries earlier. Many say that the cat is the house pet of the giantess Grilla and her sons, known as the Yule lads. The legend goes as follows. If people in Iceland did not receive new clothes by Christmas Eve, then it was said that the Yule cat would find and devour them.
That's harsh. Yeah, if you cannot get new clothes, you're pretty much done for in this country, because the Yule cat will get you.
I get it, dude. I get it. This is a way to console children who have received socks and underwear for Christmas, so that instead of being, disappointed, they're like,
so
no. I was protecting you. Yeah.
So it's a reverse psychology technique to get kids to appreciate.
I think kids probably
clothes.
actually wanted new clothes in this time. I don't think, but there has to be more to this, right? Like, why would a cat care about what anybody is wearing, or even know if these clothes are new or not? Why would a cat care? We need answers.
The threat of being eaten by the Yule cat was used by farmers as a major incentive for their workers to finish processing the autumn wool before Christmas, so that there were enough new clothes for everyone. If they worked hard, then they themselves were given new clothes by the farmer, ensuring that they were safe from the beast. And those that were lazy received nothing. Everyone else in Iceland was encouraged to work hard throughout the entire year, but especially around Christmas time, so that they'd be able to make enough money and thus afford to buy new clothes for themselves and their family.
See, this was some kind of weird union motivation tactic they were using for the big wool at the time, was trying to get everybody out there working, and just if you're lazy, you're not getting any clothes. If you can get this wool off the sheep, here we go. We all get new clothes, and we will not be devoured by a Yule cat.
That's so much worse than my theory. Like, that is so much worse. Like, no, you better work hard, because then if you don't make enough money, then you're not going to be able to afford to buy your kids clothes, and then they're going to get eaten.
It's kind of like anti-laziness propaganda is really what it kind of is in the end.
I hate that.
It was probably necessary there must have been some kind of problem at a time where they felt like they had to have a monstrous cat come eat people if they couldn't get enough people working, making wool and getting new clothes for Christmas.
I mean, it's cold, it's the time of year where people, you work hard in the autumn and save up your stuff. We learned that from the ant and the grasshopper, right? You work hard before winter sets in.
Why do they wait till Christmas time to start knitting their sweaters? They could have done that all summer, right?
Exactly. Oh man, I don't know. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
The whole time people were dumb.
I do love this like fashion police cat who is out here like just getting on people's shit because they're wearing old clothes.
So last season,
you
died.
Ew. Oh yeah. Jeez. Get rid of that. Like, let's see something fresh. Jeez. Yeah. Like, that's so 2019.
I thought that too, but I did find that there is a deeper moral to this bloodthirsty feline fashion police.
Parents would use the threat of being eaten by the Yule cat to convince their children to behave and help around the house, lest they find themselves without new clothes and be left to the mercy of the creature. So when Christmas comes around in Iceland, an important moral lesson was learned by those when they heard the bone-chilling screeches of the jólakötturinn outside their home. That lesson being, you get out what you put in, and laziness has its consequences.
Yeah, don't be lazy, guys. Work hard, make that money, buy, consume, work until you die, and you will not be murdered by a gigantic, ferocious black cat is very cute in some of the pictures. Some of them he looks monstrous, but some he just looks like a big kitty.
Yeah, that wouldn't really work for me. They're like, well, if you don't work hard, the kitty won't visit you. Like, oh, wait, if I do work hard, then the cat won't come? Okay, no, that wouldn't work for me.
He's like Clifford. He's like the feline Clifford. Like I want to see Clifford. This would be a great War of the Monsters where Clifford has to fight the Yule Cat.
He is kind of the Icelandic Clifford. That is true.
If Clifford were a violent murdering beast.
Which he is, of course.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's why he's red.
He's huge. He has accidentally have stepped on a few people that they have not shown.
I love the juxtaposition of like the end of this story. How like even it was kind of Christmassy music, but it was dark behind it. It was like evil Christmas music behind that guy talking about the cat.
Christmas used to be scary. That just goes to show.
It's funny like how all of our stories are like there's joy just injected into it, and it's really just like so. I mean, cookie cutter. I hate to say that, but it is, and it's just so like I don't know if it's so fake compared to this shit.
It's all sugar coated.
Yeah, it's so sugar coated. Again, just terrible Christmas puns. But it is true. It is totally true that like whatever they got going on over there is on a whole different level. Like they don't give a shit about being jolly.
They're survival mode out there.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. There were different times. They're like,
hey, we gotta motivate these kids. You heard how it did trickle down to the kids. So technically the parents could have worked, gotten their own clothes, but because the kids weren't helping around the house, be like, look, you're not helping around here. If you're not scraping those bowls yourself, you are not getting, or the pots or whatever that thing did.
Licking the bowls, yeah.
Yeah, the parents had kind of control over the clothing of the kids. And like, well, I have to get clothes, so I have to do my chores. Yule Cat will kill me. Yule Cat might kill my parents if they don't go to work. That's this whole society is hinging on this Yule Cat. Because we might not get something to eat. We might not get any
horse meat. Delicious.
And this whole time, what is his name? Lipoli or whatever? He's just on the couch like Al Bundy, just like fucking not doing anything while everybody else is out licking bowls and stealing pans and sniffing doors and grill. By the way, look, I liked how they said grill. I liked how yes. I like how they said grillia before because they kind of pronounce it like gorilla. Did you catch that? It's kind of an easy way to remember the name. Just like think of gorilla, like a
Gorilla. Yeah, I didn't have her saying it in Iceland, but I think that's what translates gorilla.
Gorilla.
It's really a beautiful name.
For bringing it back to bearillas and kangarillas and all the new Rillaverse we have created also here. That's it for tonight's Icelandic Christmas Monsters. Do you have any final thoughts, Drea?
I kind of want the Yule Cat to come visit me, so but I have a feeling my mom sent me clothes for Christmas, so that's just not gonna it's just not gonna come true for me. So I'm bummed out. Maybe next year.
All right. And how about you, Rob? Any final thoughts on the Yule Lads or Grilla, the Yule Cat?
Well, I will say this. The spoon licker is going to have to fight me to lick those spoons. I'll just say that. And look out for the window peeper. Just... All right, close your blinds.
Draw your curtains.
Close your blinds. Look out for that guy because he's
no door sniffer. He's not that much trouble. He just wants a little peek. Don't worry about that.
That's it though.
That's it for tonight. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and everything. And let's speed that song up now. Back, yeah, we had a little Vandals version of that. Man, this was fun doing a proper Christmas episode, and we actually forgot to say what the poll was going to be because this is our final episode of the year. We will be taking a break for about a month, which is what we usually do. Yes, guys?
Yes. It is time for our yearly break, but it sounds like there's going to be a poll for that
hibernation.
We forgot to say there will be a poll. This will be the off-season poll. This will be up there for a while. You can also leave us some voicemails too. We'd love to hear you guys on the off time, what you're up to. Tell us how your Christmas was. You can call 469-420-0114. But also, the poll will be, what should the Unbelievers podcast talk about in 2022? Do you want to hear us talk about aliens or cryptids or rods or channelers and psychics or others? What else, Dre? What else we have up there?
I always want to talk about ghosts. What do you guys want to hear more of? Because we're going to hit all of those topics. There's no avoiding it.
Yes, and as Art Bell said,
there will be more on rods.
Okay.
Will there be?
We've
really
you've got Rod Champion here, champion of the rods. There's no way we can avoid it. It's not up to you and me, Rob. He's going to do it.
That is true. That is true. I'm sure he'll dig into the Jose Escamilla vaults or something and
he did a lot more stuff than rods, dude. You don't know. He's got a whole lot of things. We'll get to it. But yes, please go to unbelieverspodcast.com and answer that poll. We will be working on the poll whole website situation during the off season. Hopefully, we're going to make that a lot easier. And thanks for everyone who stuck around for that for so long, because we know it can be a little hard to function sometimes. We understand. We appreciate it. And we appreciate, again, everyone from the live stream who donated to the War Child Charity. Very, very generous. Very, very appreciative.
Yes.
We will be around on the off season. We will do more live streams, right? We have to go back and do some
I'll be around. It's it's the winter hiatus. It's kind of hibernation mode, but I get restless. Like, I'm going to want to do some live stream shit.
Yeah, I mean, we got to keep our creative juices flowing, and I think that's a good way to do it. So there will still be Patreon content going on during our break. There will still be streams happening. So be sure to follow our Instagram so you can know when those are going down. We'll try to post to let you guys know. And yeah, I mean, join the Patreon for more exclusive content too. If you don't want to take a break, you don't really have to take a break from us. You can just join the Patreon and
more than you would ever want.
There's a shit ton of extra stuff.
Really,
and it's going to ramp up next year because we're going to be doing we said we're going to be alternating every other week a main episode.
Yeah, we're going to be working on that.
One.
So there will be some polls on the Patreon soon, so we can try to figure out what you guys want to see from us.
That's it. And we got just one more thing to do. Drea Mora, what's that?
Poll results.
This week's poll, what is the Yowie? And the choices were Bigfoot, Neanderthal, possum, corn-loving ape, or other. I'm going to ask you, Drea, what do you think the Unbelievers said?
First of all, I think there should have been something that says all of the above, because I personally think it's all of the above. But I would like to think that people lean towards the corn, the sweet corn.
Corn-loving ape. How about you, Rob?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Corn-loving ape. I'm pretty sure that.
Congratulations. You guys ended the year with a victory. Tied for first place with Bigfoot with 5% of the vote that went to corn-loving ape. That is what the Yowie is. But of course, there are others. Maybe a dingo didn't eat the baby. Maybe it was the Yowie. Signed K. Mill. I don't know, K. Mill. That's a cheap shot at the Aussies with that dingo baby. We tried to avoid that.
Classic.
That's what I Don't Know podcast is bringing for
they
you.
They know what
K.
dingoes
Mill.
look like.
A dingo ate my baby. Yeah, that's what
Merry Christmas, K. Mill. What is the Yowie? I just wanted to wish you guys a happy holidays. Love you guys. Signed, Pope Philip T. Water Bottle the First. Well, we love you too, Pope. Merry Christmas,
Merry
Pope.
Christmas
Thank
to you.
The Pope blessed us on this blessed day.
Sweet.
Thank you, Pope.
He didn't say bless us.
You're in the lead. What is the Yowie? Didn't Peter Kane yell Yowie after Bigfoot was jerking his ween? Signed, The Machinist. What was Bigfoot doing?
So you think Bigfoot's jerked off a piece of meat?
Yes, I do.
Yep.
Yep, that's what Peter Kane was doing. Thank you, Machinist. What is the Yowie? Mega Wombat. Yee, skeet, skeet. Signed, the Wombat Preservationist. No, it's a Mega Wombat. What's it doing?
Yay! Yay!
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Skeet.
I forgot how many yees were in there.
Thank you, Wombat Preservationist. What is the Yowie? The Yowie is similar to Bigfoot. Bigfoot likes to jerk meat, and the Yowie likes to cornhole. Signed, the Ominous Clouds. Sorry I screwed that up, Ominous Clouds. Very good, yes.
So
Man,
you
we're
think
getting a lot of
Bigfoot's
this.
jerked off a piece of meat?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but Yowie likes to cornhole. Thank you, Ominous Clouds. What is the Yowie when someone stubs their toe? Then you didn't sign off.
Oh, man, that was a good one.
You didn't. You really missed opportunity, stub their toe guy.
You really
I wish
pissed
I had
off
a good
Russ.
clip. I wish I had like a good
Don't need
out.
one. That was great. Thank you. But you didn't sign off. What is the Yowie? Yee, yee, yee. Signed, scared of my dad's guy dad before attacking. Also, Kanye's #1 fan, but what do I know? I'll just shut up now. Signed, shut up, Aaron. Oh, that was like a triple fake out there. Shut up, Aaron. Shut up, Aaron, stepping it up at the end because all her really her only comment is this.
Yay! 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 Yay!
Yeah.
Great, you're in the lead. Shut up, Aaron.
That's amazing.
What is the Yowie? It's Bigfoot on vacation trying to avoid publicity from those paranormal paparazzi guys. Signed.
Hey, fair.
Signed Voodoo. Okay, it's just
like
Bigfoot.
that.
He's getting away from it all, and these paranormal Aussie paparazzi guys are bugging him. Okay, Voodoo, I like it. What is the Yowie? Paul Hogan after 7 cans of Foster's, a jar of Vegemite, a quart of magic mushroom tea. Signed,
Whoa.
Todd X. Whoa.
That's
I don't know.
that's
Have
a
you
hefty
seen Paul
combo.
Hogan with his shirt off? That ain't no Yowie.
I mean,
This guy was huge.
Thank you. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Todd X.
Rods are huge.
Now I have this weird image of Paul Hogan. What is the Yowie? A corn-fed, turtle-looking motherfucker. Signed Kosher Leviathan.
Oh, God, I love it.
Half human, half like fucking ugly motherfuckers. It's like...
Corn motherfuckers.
Thank you, Baron Davis and Kosher Leviathan. What is the Yowie? Yowie Mandel was the creator of that 90s cartoon, Throw Another Shrimp on the Bobby's World. Signed Ramidus. What?
God.
Holy shit.
Oh, God.
Ramidus might
Can
shut
you
up,
say it
Aaron
again?
and
Can you
Ramidus.
say it again one more time, please?
Oh, my God.
Yowie Mandel was the creator of that 90s cartoon, Throw Another Shrimp on the Bobby's World.
That's what I thought you said.
Thank you, Ramidus.
Oh, my God.
What is the Yowie? I was hiding in the woods for a while, but I had to keep going into town to wash my hands. Signed, Yowie Mandel. Wait, what is going
God.
on? Okay, hold on.
What the fuck?
I am not going to be
these-
able to choose between the two of these, but oh, man.
Are these the same? How is Yowie? Okay, what is the? Thank you, Yowie Mandel, for that. I was hiding in the woods a while, but I had to keep going into town to wash my hands. Okay, what is the Yowie? I was looking for upside down Bigfoot once. Ironically, my ass was out, and he's seen my ass. Signed,
Nice.
Whooping Hooper.
I like
Whooping
it.
Hooper. What? Oh no.
Before his ass stuck out, I seen his ass.
You know, Yowie is upside down Bigfoot. Never
Yeah.
put that
So
together.
that
Thank
makes
you.
sense now. He's seen
That's
his
great.
ass.
Whoop, and thank you to the guy who.
That was the Dungarvan Hooper. That was hooping.
Thank
That
you,
was him.
Whooping Hooper. What is the Yowie? It's a word exclaimed by George Norrie the moment he reaches climax. Signed, Rococo style. Oh, so he screams that? I don't know. I tend to think that George Norrie says this.
The only hat I ever wear now is my scrambled eggs.
Okay, just the end part. He just yells
Oh,
scrambled
you think
eggs.
he just yells
I don't
scrambled eggs when he
I don't have
comes?
that clip for you yet, Rococo style. But thank you so much to...
Of the Rococo style that embellished the building.
Thank you. What is the Yowie? Do I believe it personally? No. But the idea that manatees was the cause of this incident was totally ridiculous. Signed, Blue Box UFO. Mammaries was the cause of this incident, not manatees. Thank you, Blue Box UFO. You got a couple of good ones in there. I like this new one because...
Do I believe in it personally? No.
Mammary glands.
I guess you have to slam these two together somehow
And
for
the
him here.
females have mammary glands, mammaries.
Oh, yeah. Memories.
We are aware. But the idea that memories...
The idea that monkeys was the cause of this incident was totally ridiculous.
Thank you, Blue Box UFO. What is the Yowie kangaroo dogs and emu dogs? Signed, Harley Warren. He would know, a true Aussie, but give him the thing.
Bear dogs and hog dogs.
He brings up kangaroo dogs. Man, I brought up the idea of Kangorilla last week, and I want to give a shout out to Warren Oakenshield on Instagram. I think, Rob, you said that his niece made that? Because we just saw this as we were recording.
He made it with his niece. It seemed like it was a joint project.
Like a nice collaboration.
Yeah, it's a very, very cool design of a Kangorilla. Go check out his Instagram, Warren Oakenshield.
Check out Warren Oakenshield. I saw this while in the middle of recording this. I saw that image. He made a killer-looking Kangorilla. It's inspired by our episode. That's a new cryptid that's gonna be out there. All right, you bank on it. 2022 is the year of Kangorilla. Thank you, Harley Warren. What is the Yowie? For all you haters out there, think this is Bigfoot? I'll stop you right there. Signed, Corrupted Mask. Very good, because Corrupted Mask has already informed us through Violet Monroe that we know that Bigfoot can only be in Pacific Northwest. He's not in Australia. But also, thank you, Corrupted Mask. We had a Christmas card from Violet Monroe, the adult film star, where she is holding a bowl in lingerie for the Unbelievers Pod. Okay, thank you very much, Corrupted Mask. Merry Christmas to Violet Monroe. And finally, what is the Yowie? My old dad fought the Yowie in a bar once. Now they're best friends. Cave-dwelling MFs. Signed, Scared of My Dad Guy. Scared of My Dad Guy and Yowies are best friends. His dad is, at least. Wow. End of the year. This might have been this might be the funniest poll result of the year. I had so much fun with this one. I'm going to go through them real quick. And you guys, you better think. You better pick who's going to win this last one. This is a big one. So here we go. What is the Yowie? We had K Mill with maybe a dingo didn't eat the baby. Maybe it was the Yowie. We had Pope Philip T. Water Bottle the First. I just wanted to wish you guys a happy holiday. I love you guys. We had the Machinist. Didn't Peter Kane yell Yowie after Bigfoot was jerking his ween? We had the Wombat Preservationist. Mega Wombat. Yee skeet skeet. We had the Ominous Clouds. The Yowie is similar to Bigfoot. Bigfoot likes to jerk meat and the Yowie likes to cornhole. We had When Someone Stubs Their Toe. You didn't sign off, but hey, I'm giving it to you anyway. It's the end of the year. I'm feeling generous. We had Shut Up Aaron with yee. Scared of My Dad Guy's dad before attacking. Also Kanye's #1 fan, but why do I know? I'll just shut up now. We had Voodooed with It's Bigfoot on Vacation, trying to avoid publicity from those paranormal paparazzi guys. I cannot say publicity. We had Todd X with Paul Hogan after 7 cans of Foster's, a jar of Vegemite, and a quart of magic mushroom tea. We had Kosher Leviathan, a corn-fed turtle-looking motherfucker.
So
we had
ridiculous.
Ramidus with Yowie Mandel was the creator of that 90s cartoon, Throw Another Shrimp on the Bobby's World. We had Yowie Mandel with I was hiding in the woods for a while, but I had to keep going into town to wash my hands. We had the Whooping Hooper with I was looking for upside down Bigfoot once. Ironically, his ass was out and he seen my ass. Whoa. See, it turned all around. Man, Whooping Hooper, that was really good. We had Rococo Style with It's a Word exclaimed by George Norrie the moment he reaches climax. We had Blue Box UFO. Do I believe it personally? No. But the idea that memories was the cause of this incident was totally ridiculous. We had Harley Warren, kangaroo dogs and emu dogs. We had Corrupted Mask. For all you haters out there that think this is Bigfoot, I'll stop you right there. And finally, Scared of My Dad Guy with my old dad taught the Yowie in a bar once. I don't know what he did.
What? I think fought.
He fought him, he taught him, and then he caught him.
He spelled fought with an A. It's not my fault. It looks like taught. And now they're best friends, cave-dwelling MFers. Thank you to everyone. But, so many great ones. As always, the final one, I'm going to ask you first, Drea. Who do you think won this week's poll?
I have to give it to Ramidus. Like, Yowie Mandel, throw another shrimp on the Bobby's World. Like, that's just, it's too perfect. I love it. I love it.
It's really good. And I'm going to say I liked Shut Up Aaron very much. I really like yee, 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 and all the everything after that. What about you, Rob? Who did you like?
Who was it that just called him a turtle-looking motherfucker? That was that Kosher Leviathan?
That was Kosher Leviathan.
I would give it to Kosher Leviathan. That's cracked me up.
Wow, we've got all three different ones this time.
So how do we do it? Do we do 1, 2, 3
Christmas.
best?
It's the time
it's Christmas.
of
It is
giving
a generous
and
time.
generosity.
That's a good point. It's a really good point.
Everybody wins.
Well, congratulations, Ramidus, with Yowie Mandel was the creator of that 90s cartoon, Throw Another Shrimp on the Barbie, and Kosher Leviathan with a corn-fed turtle-looking motherfucker, and, of course, Shut Up Aaron with Yee, 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 Scared of My Dad Guy's Dad Before Attacking, also Kanye's number one fan, but what do I know? I'll just shut up now.
That was my second choice.
Congratulations. You guys all just won this week's poll results. Well, we've come to the end of the program, but before we go, Drea Mora, do you have anything you would like to say or plug?
Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for your generosity. Y'all have been so awesome this year, and hope to see you guys again next year. I don't want to even plug anything. That's just Merry Christmas.
All right. And what about you, Rob Oakey?
Well, I'll plug my Instagram. I'm going to be selfish now. After that, I sound like a real asshole. I'll plug my Instagram at Rob Oakey, but I'm also going to plug Drea's Instagram at Best Drea Moore. I'll plug it for her.
Thank you. That's the generosity part. Like, thank you.
You know,
thank
I'm
you.
looking out for her. Also, check out Russ. While we're doing it, I'm just going to plug all their Instagrams. Check out Russ Ryan as well.
Rob's going to plug everyone.
Instagram. I'm plugging all of our Instagrams. I don't know. It's a new thing.
I love it.
And, you know, of course, our Patreon. Like always, you know, just show the little support goes a long way.
That's it. And go support the Unbelievers family, man. Go support Ghost Hunting in New England. Go support Spirits and Spirits and Snacking with Jack. And I don't know, Baby O's Escape Pod. What else we got? Nonsense Bazaar, of course. I don't know. With Kane Mill. We got Serial Spirits from our buddy. We got Knights of Vader. We got Cinemodities. We got lots of buddies out there.
Whoever we're forgetting, we apologize, but it's a huge family of podcasts that we have now. It's
Normal
crazy.
Mike Henry podcast. I'll throw that out there too.
We're going to have to
Normal
create
Mike
an
Henry.
actual network now.
It's wild. It is wild.
We could be, but there's so many great ones. Go check them out.
We have almost as many podcasts as Yule Lads. I just realized.
Oh my God, you're right. Oh, if we hit 13, then the doors are closed.
has become the Yule Lads. We are definitely the bowl lickers, and we take it because
Askasleike, bowl liquor.
You're the bowl licker. That's
there
you.
we go. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next year. The Unbelievers Podcast hosts today were Drea Mora and me, Russ Ryan. Our producer and soundboard engineer is Rob Oakey. You can go get our tarot cards at unbelievablepodcards.com. I don't think that link works. We might fix it. You can go join our Patreon by going to patreon.com/unbelieverspodcast. You can follow the show on Twitter at unbelieverspod and Instagram at Unbelievers Podcast. Our Facebook group is the Unbelievable Podcast Network. Hey, go join there. I see we got a fair amount of new listeners there. You're on Facebook. Go in that network. I'm not going to go find you. You got to find it. Check out our merch store at TeePublic. There's a link in the description. Check it out. There's always new stuff. And thank you so much to our patrons, Jack D. Whiskers, Brandon Cardona, The Ominous Clouds, Chris Porteous, Robert Farrington, Kyle Wilson, Dominic Shealy, Lid Vicious, Fabian Art Muffin, Nick Marshall, Ramiro, Sam Schwoval, Creepy Little Book, Johnny Knott, Sandra and Deborah Folds, Cade Bote, Chris Stroker, Jeffrey Hartzenarf, Luis Payon, 8-Bit Melody, Jenny Dyer, Christopher Balderrama, David Eckhoff, JT Spranklin, Vic Voss, Little BB, Dr. Ortega, Tyler Ventura, Adam Dvorak, Corrupted Mass, Michael Filch, Carol Philly, Manny, Carol Valle, hello Carol, Manny MQ Ultra, CJP, Braden Hitt, Raymond Roel, Todd X, Christopher Panici, The Moon, say it,
Judgy Moon,
Mike Henry, Bryce Cronenberger, Barker Breaker Jr., Whopper Jr., Don Bright, Shannon Frigno, Tom O'Connell, Donna Bands, Jenna Stevens, Cat Chaos, Jason Kelly, Brian Ashton, Michael Armento, the Wombat Preservationist. Our music advisor is Pandora3373. Our official composer and theme song creators, Unbeliever Aaron, a.k.a. Aaron Schilb. Follow him on Instagram at the Aaron Schilb. Our official graphic designer and card maker who designed our logo and designed me a great custom t-shirt he sent me for Christmas that I'll talk about later is Raymond Owell. Check out his work at P. Raven Creative on Twitter and Project Raven Creative on Instagram. Our official Baby Yoda publicist is Pam Z. Our official Unbeliever listening between the stations for a message from Art Bell is Scott E. Our official Hazmat Lou is still Hazmat Lou. Our official Unbeliever without a title is Nicholas Aristabi. Our official Unbeliever raising puck wedgies is Joe Spiller, our official Big Island Paranormal Friendly Weatherman is Green Finhawk, our official resident Sagittarius is Kozanton, our official Madman is Unbeliever Adam, our official Mothman enthusiast is Michael Shields, our official MUFON Inside Man is Kristen Marias, our official Unbeliever peacefully eating a hamburger is Michelle Durham, who is also our official Tournament of SOS champion. Michelle won the wand, won the tournament, won the year, couldn't make it to the live stream to defend. Somehow, it's okay, Michelle. You killed it this season. We really appreciate you. Our official Unbelievers time traveler is Taylor Nelson. Our official ghost hunter is Amelia Childs and ghost hunting in New England. And of course, Hubie Christmas coming in 2022. Our official senior European correspondent is Kay Mill of the I Don't Know podcast. Our official guardian of the bench is at Kraken Stacker. Our official alien bopper is Nunchuck Bob. And this week's Unbeliever Focus is Steph Delilah, who is right now preparing for an amazing Christmas feast while also looking out for Meat Hook, the Yule lad. This is Christmas Eve. And for a good reason, because she is preparing her favorite dish.
Horse meat. Delicious.
Good night. Tell him, Drea.
Hide your sausage.
I'm sorry.
Merry Christmas.
Discontinue! Discontinue!